Alright, what is going on, my dude? So as you can see right there, I have copped my first For Loki PR War card. I got the gold card from this past war. I believe this was war number 3 in season 20. It took me, what is that now? 15 wars to get my first For Loki war power rating card. Took a little longer than I anticipated, but hey man. Comes when it comes. We got a really solid war. We got some more boss action today. We got a lot of mini boss action today, and we have a bunch of fights. I believe it's 8 fights, all with Ghost. So let's jump right in here today. Up first, we're going on path 8 in section 1. I've never taken this path before, and the notes here are buff and balance, and also return policy, and also a passive heal block. All right. So with buff and balance power drain, whenever the defender gains a buff, well, there's going to be a passive power drain that goes on to your attacker for pretty much the rest of the fight, I'd say. And Aegon here is interesting because, to my knowledge, off the top of my head, he's the only champion in the game who will gain a buff every single time that you hit him. So pretty much that power drain is going to be going on Ghost this entire fight. So this is going to be a pretty sloppy fight. I'm not going to play this like I usually play Ghost. I'm going to be doing a lot of parries, and pretty much I'm not going to be able to build up to a special 2, alright? And the thing with Aegon is that he hits so hard when he has 6 Furies here, so if I were to mess up a phase or something like that, I would eat a lot of damage, and that's just something that I don't want to happen. So I'm just going to play this very safe. I'm going to play it very noobish with Ghost here, okay? And I'll do a couple like phase 1-hit mediums, but I'm not going to be taking too many hits into the phase. I'll be doing a lot of like parrying, and as you can see, it's totally fine. This guy's going to be dead in one more combo, and the willpower healing from the power drains were nice until his despair turned it off. So first fight done, really simple fight. Very easy, very nice. Up next we have Proxima, which has a very similar note here. There's also blood in the water, so whenever I have a debuff on me, she'll be stronger with the passive fury or something like that, but I'm not going to have any debuffs on Ghost. There's also the passive heal block again, not the biggest deal in the world. One thing that is more annoying about Proxima here is that she is a stubborn defender, so I will have to parry her before I can do any damage. But I'm not too concerned about her on this node because it's basically a free node here, because she doesn't have any buffs that she gains unless she completes her missions, and she's not going to be completing her missions at all here. So I just have to bait out a special 2 and then give off a little parry, and then the fight should be over. So there was a nice full special 2 dex here. I did trigger the indestructible there again, go for a heavy attack, and I could probably finish her off with one special 1. Very nice and very clean, quick, easy fight. We got through this first 2 fights, ending up with 91% health. Not too bad. Alright, up next we're starting off with our mini boss action. We have a rank 3 Human Torch on defense. This is interesting placement for Torch for me. This is buff and balance power drain, which is the same node that we've had, and also Matador and Cold Turkey. So Cold Turkey, we're going to get around the purify damage because we do have Hood, so we don't have to worry about that when we purify the bleed and the poison. Okay, that's one reason why I definitely brought Hood here for this fight. And also, Matador is annoying because you do have to dex out at least 2 of his special 1s if I want to do a big special 2. But he's not a stubborn defender, so I'm not too concerned with it. And also, if he does happen to hit me and I get an Incinerate on me, well, I'll just go ahead and turn those into passive furies. There's no reason to do any more hits into the phase than just 1 here. I'll go for a heavy attack to push him up to a special 1. I'm going to try and hit him so I can phase most of the special 1. Let's see how that goes. We're going to phase the first 3 hits and then dex the last one a little bit early and go right in for the combo. We're going to try and do that whole thing one more time here. Dex out the special 1 and the last bit. Good. Go in for the combo, and now we toss off the special 2, and that rank 3 Human Torch mini boss is flushed down the toilet in 19 hits. Very nice fight by Ghost here. Let's see what we got going on next. I believe up next I had a fight I forgot to record, and I am not going to put in any duels or anything here because I'm not in the mood to deal with people in the comment section telling me that I put in fake footage. Not dealing with it. But right here, there was a Mordo on the node where if you have 3 debuffs on you, he goes unblockable. It was a very easy fight. I finished it off in about 30 seconds with 100% health, and it's basically the same nodes that are on this Havok here. Now, this is great placement for Havok for a lot of reasons. Number 1, there's crumbling armor. Number 2, there's steady builds up unblockable. So if he gets 3 of his plasma debuffs on you, well, he's going to be unblockable for pretty much the rest of the fight. And unless you're using like Colossus, you're not going to be able to avoid that crumbling armor, okay? So, or other armor break immune champions, but you know, for a Havok counter we're talking about. So the goal here is pretty much just to get to a special 2 and blitz him down, okay? I really want to avoid him tossing off a special 1 if I possibly can. I can tank the plasma detonation with Hood if I have to, but in a perfect world, I do push him to a special 2. And let's see if we got that done, and we did. So now he's at a special 2. I didn't phase the recoil because I was trying to bait out a special 2 there, but at this point, he goes unblockable, but it's fine because one more medium and the guy was flushed down the toilet, and that's pretty much exactly how the Mordo fight went as well. Alright, so up next we have a lot of mini boss action here, dude, and we're also taking the Dr. Doom boss, so I'm gonna start boosting pretty big right here because I'm gonna do all 3 fights in succession. This was the next day. I woke up and I just did a little bit of arena just to get my mind going, and then I tossed on these boosts, and then I went to town, man. So I'm putting on a 200% tech boost, a 15% orange attack boost, and I'm gonna toss on a 20% green boost as well, and a 20% health boost. The health boost is for the block damage from Doom, okay, because he's very, very heavy on the block damage. But up first, we have a Punish 2099, Hurt Locker, Power Focus 1, Enhanced Special 1, also Power Drain. So basically, what this fight is here is he's going to get to his Special 1 very, very fast. It's going to be unblockable, and it's going to drain your power. That's what this fight is. That's why Punisher is placed here. He's not a stubborn defender, so that's really, really good for Ghost. This fight has Ghost written all over it, man. I'm going to try to take as many hits into my face as I possibly can because I want to try to just avoid his special 1 here, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bait out one more combo, and I'm going to go for a special 2 and see how much power it gives me back here. So for this 1 full bar, almost 2 full bars, and we're right under the cusp of 3 bars, I bait in a dash, and I don't even have to worry about the Hurt Locker from the second special 2 because he's dead from the second special 2. Rank 3 Ghost, dude. Rank 3 Ghost. Up next, we have a Black Widow, Deadly Origin, one of my favorite champions in the game. Aspect of Evolution, Enhanced Special 2, Special 2 Bias, and Improved Power Gain. I don't really understand this placement because ideally when she's on defense, you want her throwing the Special 1 because that's how she's going to evade everything. Ghost is like a decent counter for Black Widow. When she misses, she's going to get that evade passive thing, as you'll see right there. So I can't do more than 1 hit when she's not stunned. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dash back right away so I can bait in her dash attack. So I always know she's going to be going for the medium. Because she has that double hit medium, it could be a little unpredictable as to whether she's going to go for a medium or a medium light, so you always want to just let her hit into your phase 1 time. Here I tried to go for another special 2, but we got pushed up to a special 3. That's fine, at the biggest deal in the world. We're still at 91% health, and this special attack should bring us up to around 1 bar of power. At this point, we haven't had to bait out any special attacks, and by the way, she's also not a stubborn defender, so at this point, go for a special 1 and finish her off. Very, very quick and easy fights with Ghost. Those were 2 mini bosses killed in like 60 seconds total. And now we're going to go on to the Doom boss, man. And so far, this has been a really, really solid war for Ghost, man. Really, really solid war. This Doom boss has 400,000 health, and we don't have node 49 leading up to him, so there's not going to be any of the shifting hazards. So this is going to be a fully legitimate Doom boss, okay? No cheesy nodes, no nothing. This is the 3rd war in a row that I've fought a Doom boss, and I feel like I'm getting very, very comfortable with it, and I have a really good idea of what's going on. I'm going to toss on a power boost and also one of these 8% tech boosts. I definitely didn't need either of those, but they just make life so much easier, and I had one of the tech boosts in the overflow that was going to expire, so I figured why not. So Doom boss, man, I'm gonna let him hit into me 3 times. I'm gonna do the same thing here, and then I'm gonna start doing some parries, some reparries, and then I'm gonna go in for a combo after he does his heavy attack. All right, go for a big special 2 here, and I'm gonna gain a bunch of power back. I'm basically at a special 2 again. I'm gonna try and let him hit into me if I can, do some reparries, lots of reparries here. I could have tossed off a special 2 there, but I chose to bait out the special 1 and get hit by the end of it just to keep it interesting, okay? So this guy is unduped, so he's not going to put a shock on me. That's fine. At this point, we can go for another special 2, but it's going to push him up to his special 2 now with Mystic Dispersion, all right? So at this point, I have to bait this out. I'm going to take most of it on the block, except for the tail end of the last hit, and at this point, I have to do a couple more reparries here, and I'm going to bait out that heavy attack, go for another special 2, and I'm very close to a special 3 when I have all those cruelty buffs, and I'm back at a special 2. Bait in a dash back a little bit early, go for a special 2, finish the fight in 60 seconds. I feel like I have this fight down to a T now. I know what boosts I have to use to get through it. If he was duped, it would be even faster because I can turn the shocks into a passive fury. So actually, when you look at the Doom boss and you see it unduped, you might think, why are they putting an unduped boss, an unduped Doom on defense? But it's actually much easier to fight Doom with the passive fury, okay, because it goes a lot faster. So I'm starting to understand why people are placing rank 3 unduped Dooms. It's very interesting, it's an interesting strategy. I feel like with any other counter aside from Ghost, duped is obviously the way to go, but Ghost is just such a broken, overpowered champion that the shock from Doom actually helps her, which is very interesting. But that was a really, really solid war on my part. Probably, well, definitely the best war I've ever had in For Loki. One of my best wars I've ever had in my entire life playing this game. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of this gold card here. I got the picture of Ghost punching Doom. But yeah, dudes, let's jump over to some stats now. So as you can see from our stats here, this is war number 3 versus Old Driver. Our stats are going up very, very nicely here. 21 kills and only 2 deaths, so the solo rate is 91%. The TDR is 27.28. The solo rate bonus is getting a lot better. Negative 0.77. Hold on, I have to show you a picture right here. This conversation I had with Taters. If you watched my last war video, you saw I was talking about how the solo rate I thought didn't make any sense, and he explained like this really, really long paragraph about what it all means, and I had no idea, and he basically just told me that it was correct. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Anyway, power rating 24.95, TDR per fight is pretty much staying the same, 1.3. I'm not counting this. I know what it is, but I'm not going to broadcast it, and 0 units. I'm not going to broadcast the battle group 1 of For Loki, but I will say that for the first time in my time with For Loki, I am in the top 5 of PR, and all of For Loki, I am number 3 currently, which is cool. That feels really, really good to be there. I've never been there before, so that's really cool. We did win this war. We've won 3, we've lost 0. These 2 deaths, man, I was thinking about this last night. I'm very upset with those 2 deaths because both of them happened when the opponent had only 3% health left. So this could have been a 21-0 squeaky clean war record so far. But 21-2, not so bad. 3 wins, 0 losses, that's more important. The leaderboard finally updated, and right now For Loki is placed 5th in Masters. Masters. So, we got a good thing going for this season. I feel like as long as we just keep the momentum going, you know, we're doing really, really good on attack. We haven't been giving up too many deaths. No, like, useless deaths. So that's really, really good. Planning has been tight across all 3 battle groups. We're starting to get a really good idea of, like, the map. So we're feeling good, man. We're feeling good. We're, you know, obviously going to push for top 3, but there's also definitely a lot of competition at the top end of Alliance War. We'll see what happens, man. We're just going to take each war as we go, and we're going to try to win every single time. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, my dudes. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do your boy a favor and drop a like. Comment what you think about this war in the comment section below, and subscribe if you want to see some more For Loki war content coming to you very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.